Hey, how's it going everybody, and welcome back to another Fallout 4 mod bundle. Today, as you've read by the title, we are checking out some really cool clothes and armors, specifically some of my personal favorites. These are going to be some clothes and armors that I run in just about every load order, no matter what the theme is. These are things that are just absolutely special to me and I will run all of the time, and so I wanted to pass some of these on to you guys. Longtime viewers of the channel may recognize some of these armors and clothes from past videos, but I'm going to try to keep it fresh with some newer ones, as well as some that maybe you haven't seen on the channel before. And as always, before we begin, these are just a list of my personal favorites, so if your favorite armor mod isn't on here, I'm sorry, but this is my list. However, feel free to comment down below if your armor wasn't featured on here. That way, more people get even more recommendations, which is probably what they're looking for in the first place. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in with the first mod. And that is going to be More Clothes and Textures by ChrisLore2882. Now, while the title of this one is pretty self-explanatory, I don't think it shows just the scale that this mod goes to reach. This is going to add a ton of new texture variations to the vanilla clothes, as well as a bunch of new clothing options and textures for those as well. Now, instead of one flannel shirt, you have 9. Instead of one set of winter jacket and jeans, you have 63. There are a ton of texture options that you can apply not only at the armor crafting station, but also in the level list. That's right, all of the new clothing and texture options are added to the level list, so you will encounter these all over the world. Now, this is really special to me because now, when you run into a settlement and two guys are wearing the same outfit, it's possible they'll look completely different because of the texture variety added with this mod, which is far more immersive as not everybody's going to have the exact same t-shirt, jeans, and shoes. Now, like I said, this adds a bunch of textures to the vanilla clothing options, but there are some new clothing options as well, including an army cap, some camo army fatigues, custom road leathers, exclusive t-shirts, a flannel shirt and work boots, graphic t-shirts, light jackets, mercenary outfits, outlander rags, a prison jumpsuit, sports leather jacket, vagrant clothes, and finally the wanderer's jacket. Now, what's really special about this mod is that the texture variations aren't always just a flat coat to the whole outfit. Instead, there is some customizability. For example, a set of t-shirt and jeans, you might be able to customize the textures individually for the shirt, the jeans, and also even the shoes. The amount of options available is going to vary from clothing set to clothing set. For example, the flannel shirt and jeans only has 9 options, where something like the shirt and combat boots has 72 options. Or if you grab the graphic t-shirt added by this mod, you can have 3,465 total options, which allows for a ton of customizability, and it's not the only one like that. There are a handful. This truly allows for you to make your character look however it is that you want, and an additional bonus is most of these outfits are under armor, meaning that you can place armor on top of these, meaning you can be stylish and still have your armor bonuses, as well as apply some ballistic weaves to them. This is truly an incredible armor and clothing mod, and most importantly, it's available on Xbox, like every other mod in this video. So, go ahead and go out there and download this one, I can't recommend it enough. Moving on to our next mod, we have Militarized Minutemen, Uniform Patches, and Insignia Addon by Zactan1234. Now, a lot of you guys may be familiar with the Militarized Minutemen mod, but this mod is an addition to that mod that will add even more clothing and variety options to the wonderful Militarized Minutemen mod. So, Militarized Minutemen at its core is going to add a nice military coat and pants, as well as a really cool vest, and a couple of variations here and there. But this pack is going to add so much more. For starters, there will be a ton of new patches that you can add to your armors that will signify rank and even job, which is great if you're building up a settlement full of Minutemen. You can now customize your tactical vests with magazine dump pouches and even a canteen. Or, if the vest is a little too heavy for you, you can bring a battle belt, which has the same attachments but doesn't take up as much space. There are a ton of new camouflage patterns that can be applied to the uniform, which are super cool. A lot of these being very immersive and realistic, some of them being a little bit more out there for Fallout, but still very nice to have the options nonetheless. There is now a Minutemen beret that can have proper Minutemen crests and colorings. Again, if implemented at a settlement, this is a great way to signify who is of a higher rank. There are now also variations of the uniform, so rather than the standard military coat, you can also have some jeans and a flannel to feel a little bit more ragtag like the Minutemen style. There are also some really nice combo outfits that include things like the military pants and a flannel, military pants and a t-shirt, etc. Additionally, there is some new attire like beanies, headphones, safety glasses, and even some new helmets. And then on top of all of that, there's even a new melee weapon, which is the Minutemen Cavalry Sword, that can be worn on your general to really signify that you are the leader of the Minutemen. As if Militarized Minutemen wasn't cool enough, this is a great addition that adds so much more variety, and all of these new items are added to the leveled list, meaning you will find them out in the world on the Minutemen. So, super cool mod, definitely a great addition if you're a Minutemen player. Moving away from packs for a second, we're going to check out a specific armor, and that is Cross Courser Strigidae by Niero. Now, this mod has shown up on my channel a few times, both in Institute overhauls as well as in some B-roll in the background. This is definitely my preferred choice when it comes to higher technology style armor sets. This is going to add a super modular set of armor themed around the Institute, specifically Institute coursers. This will include several variations of under armor, coats, helmets, some accessories, as well as some new gloves. All of these have multiple cosmetic options, including a bunch of skins that you can download from Gumroad. Which, by the way, is something I highly recommend, as the skins available for Niero's mods are always fantastic and really let you customize this armor to be more than just an Institute armor set. When you first load up this mod in-game, it will not be added to any leveled list until you use a holotape, after which you can add it to the coursers and they will have a 50% chance to spawn with this outfit or the vanilla outfit. Or you can craft the full set at a chemistry station if you don't want to go through the hassle of finding yourself a courser. If you're a fan of the Institute or just a fan of lore-friendly, scientifically advanced armors, this is definitely a great mod, and again, I highly recommend those skins because those really make this thing. With all of the beautiful customization available and the really cool animated visor, this truly is a wonderful set of armor and definitely worth a download. Moving on, we have a mod that has definitely shown up on the channel before, and it's one that I just will not shut up about, and that is the Gunner Outfit Pack by DefaltTheFixer. Now, it's pretty safe to say that with the amount of times I've talked about this mod, this is possibly one of my favorite armor mods. This is going to add a ton, and I mean a ton, of new outfits to the Gunners, which is just incredible, especially since they are one of the primary factions that you will be fighting. While I think it's important to have your favorite factions that you like to play with, I also think it's important to have a favorite faction to fight, and for me, that is the Gunners. In the base game, they just don't have enough armor variations, especially since they're supposed to be the most militarized of the enemy factions. So this mod aims to fix that. Now, the standalone version of this armor pack is just going to add a ton of the new outfits, which are great, don't get me wrong, but there is also a leveled list edition, and that's what really makes this mod. It's going to take all of these new amazing armors and apply them into the leveled list of the Gunners, as well as apply new Gunner variants. These are going to include different ranks and special ops that will have these armors that are specifically assigned by class. So if you're fighting a Gunner Medic, he will have the Gunner Medic armor, and so on. Now, the amount of armors included is absolutely insane, and to show them all in one video would be absolutely crazy. But they can be mixed and matched and make some really cool variations. These are definitely worth grabbing, even if you're not playing as a Gunner. Now, not all of these are super modular, however, their stats will reflect it, so if it is an entire suit and you can't apply other pieces to it, it will have a significantly higher armor value, which is great. I feel like that's something that was missing in some of the armor sets in the base game. At the end of the day, this mod is just going to add a lot of depth to the Gunners and add some really cool militaristic outfits, which are just absolutely fantastic. I think this mod has a place in any load order, either lore-friendly or tactical. This is some really awesome mercenary gear, and I absolutely love it for the Gunners. And then finally, we're going to wrap this up with a beautiful standalone armor mod, and that is the New Vegas Stealth Suit by Darkman and NovaFinch. This is going to add New Vegas' iconic stealth suit from the Old World Blues DLC. This new rendition is absolutely incredible and fully utilizes all of Fallout 4's features to make this the best armor it can be. Now, given that this thing is pretty rare, it's not going to be added to the leveled list. Instead, you can craft it at a chemistry station where you can craft the basic version of the stealth suit, or you can find two unique versions. There is the assassin suit, which will be at the Greater Mass Blood Clinic, or you can find the damaged stealth suit Mark II at the Relay Tower 1DL109. Once you grab it, you can take it to the chemistry station and repair it to get the full set of Stealth Suit Mark II armor. As with any good armor mod in Fallout 4, there's a ton of customization options for this thing, including some custom skins that you can apply to make it fit the faction of your choice, which is always greatly appreciated. I feel like anybody that played through the DLCs of New Vegas, once they grabbed this thing, this was their only armor set for the rest of the game, and that's probably going to be true once you install it for Fallout 4 as well, especially if you're somebody who likes to play in stealth, as this does have a few minor stealth benefits. And like every other mod on this list, it's available for PC as well as Xbox. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed these recommendations for armors. These are just some of my personal favorites. By no means are these all of them. I could go on for hours. But hey, maybe we could do future episodes like this where we look into even more of my favorite armors or some of my favorite weapons. Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, or let me know some of your favorite armor mods. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you want to try any of these, they will be linked down in the description below. And if you enjoy them, don't forget to endorse them and show the mod authors your appreciation for all of their hard work. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, drop a rating. Subscribe if you haven't already for more videos just like this, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace! And really quick, I'd like to make a shout out to all of our patrons. Your donations are greatly appreciated and really help to support the channel and videos just like this one. So again, thank you.